What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Sean786. What's good, homies? Welcome to TTMS special, baby. That's right, Grizzly. What's happening, homies? Hope you guys are doing good, chilling, causing havoc on them street corners. You POS. You know, on the Twitter streets, the console war streets, whatever you want to call it. You know, people out there talking about possibly PlayStation PC Storefront or some sort of cross buy. Who knows if that's going to happen, but we'll talk about it. Cloud gaming improvements on both sides, accessibilities for Xbox and PlayStation. Let's see what's up with that. And we got these PlayStation fanboys, straight up bitches. Hope you guys are doing good. Nah, I know the show's a bit earlier because it's bonfire night. Bonfire night. I don't know if you guys do it. I think it's more for UK thing, that is, but let's see what's going on, guys. Hope you guys are good, man. Listen, we're going to have a lot of fun, you know, over the past week. The news is not crazy good at the moment, but I'm sure it'll pick up, you know, in the later half and that of this month. But let me give a shout out to some of the homies in the chat. Let's see what's going on, bro. We got Crispy Rambo. Gogapo, what's going on, G? We got Why So Serious? What Void Rat, what's going on, G? Doggy Dog 420, what's up, killer? Kristen R is in the chat. Grizzly, Electron Bandit, what's up, killer? Onyx the Gaming, hope you well, homie, man. What's going on? Music 72, what's going on, G? We got the homie Young Dreads, what's going on, Playboy? Lloyd Wiz is in the chat as well. What's up, G? Laminga Da. Who else we got? Justin Boodram, TTS homie, what's up, G? Hope you well. The homie Che Walker, what's going on, man? Hope you well. What's been going? Let me see what's happened here. Let's see what's going on here. Ray Johnson, what's going on, homie? Hope you well. We got Kendra W, what's going on, G? What's going on, homie? The PlayStation portal isn't the PlayStation according to the ponies. Yeah, we'll talk about that, homie. We'll see what they've been saying, the dumbasses. Lord Chaos as well, what's up, homie? Hope you well. Project Scorpio, that's the name, bro. Project Scorpio. Talk about Project Scorpio. Who, guys in the chat, as you guys are cycling in, let me know which POSs in the chat managed to get the Xbox One X Project Scorpio edition. Let me know if you managed to get that shit in green writing and all that, saying Project Scorpio. You know, it had that detail on it. What did it have, like a pattern on it as well? That shit was fire. Day one, baby. I know it's early, guys, because I gotta do something later as well, so I gotta go a bit early. But who knows? I might move TTMS earlier. Who knows? We'll see how it plays out. Only TTMS. Doggy Dog, what's going on, G? Yeah, that Project Scorpio, man, that was special. I know me and the homies always talk about it, especially me and Dirt. You know, leading up to the Xbox One X, Project Scorpio 6 T-flops and all that stuff. That was the real shit, you know. Let's go, Ozzy. Yeah, you know what's funny about that, Ozzy? When I got the Xbox One, when the Xbox One was launching, the OG, you know, the big bitch with the Kinect, I got my 4K TV then. And funny enough, it was a Sony TV. It was a Sony 4K TV because that was the first 4K TV available. It was amazing TV. It's the one with the speakers at the side of it. Amazing TV. And then in 2017, when the One X was coming out, you know, I did the insurance job and I got myself an OLED. And that's a TV I'm still rocking right now as well, as of right now. The homie Dirt managed to get a TV in 2013 holidays. In the holidays, Dirt managed to get a 1080i TV. He was on 720i when he came to the Xbox 360, and then he decided to get a 1080i TV. 1080i TV, and he's still rocking that bad boy till this day. Yeah, man, it's amazing to see, like, you know what's crazy about that? I'll make this a timestamp, but you know what's crazy about this? When technology comes out, and at that time, obviously, if it's the new console, the Xbox One, but the Xbox One X, that was the one where I felt like everybody pushed towards 4K. I need the OLED. And obviously, when I had the 4K TV, the content wasn't much around then as well. it was limited. And honestly, I never really utilized it until what game was it? Kind of utilized. It was the PlayStation 4 Pro. It was my brother had that, and I remember obviously we were all staying in the one house at the time, and it was Shadow of War and Horizon. That utilized our Sony 4K TV at the time because it was doing some sort of vertical 4K bullshit. You know how to do that checkerboard bullshit. And then when the 1X came out, that's when the OLED came, baby. That's when the OLED came. HDR, all that bullshit. So it's crazy how certain tech and certain hardware kind of make you jump to new hardware. Just like it could be TVs, consoles, you name it. So that's what it is. Dirt was rocking a Sanyo Plasma. Yo, I wonder if that company, I wonder if that brand is still around, or have they been like kind of merged into a different company? Sanyo, bro. That was a decent company back then, though. That was a decent company back then. What's going on, Grey Fox? What's going on, Baron Moss? What's going on, G? Yeah, me too, bro. Tell me about it. That Sanyo TV was, I think, was it? Did we get a 32-inch in that? With all the speakers and the hi-fi deck you get with it? I don't remember, to be honest. I think it was a Sanyo TV, not Hitachi. Not a Hitachi, no. Maybe one of them two anyway, I can't remember. I think it was a Sanyo. Bro, that shit was fire, bro. 32-inch TV. Yo. That shit was crazy at the time. But yeah, what's going on, Emik Kumar? What's going on, G? Hope you well. Why so serious? What's going on, bro? We got Game Shock in the chat as well. We got the homie, Jimmy Mack. Jimmy Mack with a 2 is talking that shit. He goes, PlayStation Cloud Gaming. PS Plus anywhere. Sounds familiar. It does, Jimmy Mack. It sounds really familiar, doesn't it? The push on cloud gaming. It's I can't pin. I don't know who was doing that shit. Pushing that cloud gaming, play anywhere. You know what? That's the super chat, and shout out to you, homie, bro. What's going on, Jimmy? I hope you well. We'll start with the PlayStation stuff. What they're doing with the cloud gaming. We'll see what's going on there. What's going on, PS5 blows? What's going on, G? Hope you well. Now, PS Cloud Tim Dog. Yo, imagine I bet he'll change his name to that shit. That wouldn't surprise me if he changes his name to that shit. So do you know what? Let's start with cloud gaming, guys. Let's go for it. Let's see PlayStation announce cloud gaming. Let's see what they're showing us here. Let's see what's going on here, guys.
Into cloud streaming. PlayStation Plus Premium.
Here we go.
Your PlayStation Portal just got a huge update. Here's what's new. Power on to a refreshed home screen. Up top, you'll see 3 tabs: Remote Play, Cloud Streaming, and Search.
Oh yeah?
Let's jump into cloud streaming. PlayStation Plus Premium members can now use cloud streaming for compatible digital PS5 games they already own directly on their PS Portal. Open streaming games in your library to see every digital PS5 title you own that supports cloud streaming. Browse streaming games in PlayStation Plus for the catalog of streamable games. Or simply head to Search and look up any game that supports streaming on PS Portal. If you don't have the entitlement to stream a game, a QR code pops up. Scan with a mobile device to view the game in the PlayStation app or on a web browser. Found your game? Hit stream and jump straight in. Let's take a look at some enhancements to the overall experience. 3D audio is now enabled for cloud streaming and remote play with a compatible audio device. You can now make in-game purchases while streaming. Grab what you need without leaving the session. You can now press the PS button to open the quick menu, giving you easy access to settings. Accessibility also gets a boost. There's a new screen reader, and you can increase text size when using cloud streaming. Receive game invites from friends that are playing the same game during cloud streaming.
Damn, this is groundbreaking.
Enjoy the multiplayer session directly from the quick menu. You can now protect your device by setting a passcode for your PS Portal.
Oh shit, a passcode as well.
Open network status to see your current quality. Update now and discover more ways to play.
You know, that is groundbreaking. I'm absolutely blown away. I can't believe that PlayStation is the first one to do that shit. Unbelievable to see what's going on with PlayStation right now with the cloud gaming. Purchase item, Bluetooth, all of that shit. I'm absolutely blown away from that shit. What's next? PlayStation quick resume? I don't know, player. I don't know. What's going on, homies? We got, who else do we have? We got Dustin Lambert, Anthony Chipmunk. What's going on, Jay? What up? It's been a minute, Playboy. Big B. What up? We got a homie. I seen someone else as well, bro. I forgot. LG's in the chat. What's going on, homie? You know what's funny though? The cloud gaming stuff. We've been talking about cloud gaming how long for, guys, now? For years. For years, I know Microsoft has been pushing cloud gaming for over 10 plus years, trying to bring just talk about cloud anyway, just in general. And to see what Xbox has been doing from, like, for me, like cloud gaming, you know, like let's go 7, 8 years ago, talking about cloud gaming, and to see where they are right now with cloud, it's getting much better. But the funny shit about this is the PlayStation fanboys, the ponies, talking about cloud gaming ain't it. Cloud gaming is dog shit. Sony ain't gonna be pushing that. You know, it's just a bit of a side thing, that's all it is. If you do it, it'll just be, you know. But guess what, guys? Since they know, even though they're selling 80 million consoles, 100 million consoles, putting the games on PC, bringing live service games to more Xbox and, you know, other platforms, guess what? The big bad mighty PlayStation is still trying to follow the steps of who? Third place, guys. Cloud gaming. When Xbox was pushing that shit, and they've been pushing and it's getting better and better, as you know, with the new update as well coming. Cloud gaming, PlayStation Portal, that POS portal, has finally got cloud gaming with select titles as of right now. I wonder if the pony's gonna be capping for that shit. Will they say, yes, this is the shit? Cloud gaming, baby. Since we've been talking about cloud gaming for a hot minute. You know that and I know that. Nothing new for us. We just want that shit to get better and better. Now, for some people like Joey, the Panama 7, the 7 whores, it might not be feasible for them guys. But for us guys around the world, the globe, it looks promising. But PlayStation is doing that shit. Music 72, it had the cloud gaming, it was more of like a bitch. You know, but now the cloud gaming is dedicated shit. Dedicated. You don't need that PlayStation anymore. That POS portal has become a real bitch. Instead of being a soft ass bitch, it's become a real bitch now. It ain't playing anymore. But to see what cloud gaming is doing in general, I can't believe it. PlayStation is breaking barriers. We got the homie MD. What's going on, Playboy, with a 5? Oh God, Pony's going to listen to me. This is facts, by the way. You ponies, listen to this shit. Pony's going to the portal is better than the Ally Xbox now. By the way, I bet you all Microsoft helped them with the cloud gaming. You know what's funny about that? I remember they were supposed to have some sort of partnership with the cloud Azure. You know, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if PlayStation stuck with Amazon or, you know, whoever does the cloud gaming service. It's interesting because I remember that deal, but I don't think that shit went through. I believe it failed, or it might have been quiet and must have been, you know, it must have been done and dusted. So as of right now, I believe they did have some sort of partnership, but I think that fell apart. To be honest, maybe they couldn't afford it. The Trumps. We got Jimmy Mac with the 5. What's going on, Playboy? PlayStation uses Microsoft. He does. You know what? Is that 100%? Because I remember that deal, Jimmy Mac, for the cloud-based game and content streaming service. Let me know, Jimmy Mac, if there's an update for that shit. Because I remember that deal. What's going on, Caroline Gamer? What's going on? Hope you well. I remember they had that deal, but I just never heard nothing after that. I don't know if it fell apart or something, the deal or something. Or they had a handshake. I'm not sure. Let me know, Jimmy Mac, if there's some sort of article or something about it. Because I think Microsoft, it was a cheaper option for PlayStation at the time. Now the homie ZZ89 goes, the portal is actually useful now. Facts. You ain't lying about that. That shit will come in handy now. You don't need a PlayStation. And if the cloud is working really good, mate, that's another option for some gamers that don't wanna buy a dog shit PlayStation console. They might want to go buy a POS portal for what, $200, $150, and cloud game if it works good for them. Who knows? The homie, why so serious? Serious member for 32 months. So Sean, now you can play Astro but at Poundland. You know, have some respect. Why so serious? Have some respect. AWS is the main cloud provider. Yeah, so that deal fell apart. I'm sure it did with Xbox, Microsoft. You know what's funny about this though? The cloud stuff. You know, when it comes to opening it up and trying to make more money, make more revenue, I'll pull up a pony thing because then doesn't matter if this real, fake, whoever want to call it. I'm just pulling up a pony, so you can't say this is an Xbox fanboy. This is someone like the Griggity getting a push from the community. Zubitech, everybody knows he's a PlayStation whore. And we know PlayStation fanboys are whores. So he's one as well. He talked about rumors. Cross-buy PlayStation/PC coming soon. Now, if this is fake, people are saying this is fake. Whoever it is, I'm just quoting, I'm just following the pony right now. Pony Tech is out there. He's the one you quote. Listen to me, everybody. Pony's used him as a source. So I'm using him as well right now for the PlayStation shit. So I can talk that shit. Doesn't matter if this is bullshit, BS, whatever it is. A Pony Zubitech. His name is Zubitech. Cross-buy with PlayStation and PC coming soon. You can see the symbol. PlayStation, PC, cloud, whatever the other bullshit is. Cross-buy, I don't know what's going on right now. Now, will Justin Boodram goes Wolverine day and day? Now, I would say this. It wouldn't surprise me if PlayStation does their own PC app. That's right, Kumar. That won't surprise me. If they're going to do the cross-buy shit, it makes sense to do your own launcher. Now we know, listen to me, we got the hardcore PC guys. They said, no, kiss my ass, I ain't downloading another launcher. Steam, that's all it is. We know what they like, them hoes. But when it comes to the PlayStation stuff, they need to make more money. They need to expand their business. They can't get fallen behind. Me and the homies, listen, we always talk about this shit. We always talk about this shit. What does PlayStation need to do extra to make more money, to make the shareholders happy? Now they're doing a great job when it comes to the console space. They're making money, but they want extra. Because I really do believe when it comes to some of the games that's been coming out recently, if it's God of War Ragnarok and Horizon Ho of the West, they've not been selling like that compared to the first games. I believe their sales are weaker at the moment. So them games are being some of them games are costing like from $60 to $250 million or more. Spider-Man's one of them games. I'm sure Intergalactic is going to be another game like maybe 200 million, 250 million easy. So it's going to get quite difficult to like make money on these games if they're only selling to like 5-10 million max. We know when PlayStation used to talk about numbers, first 2 days, boom, 5 million. First 3 days, 6 million. That's what PlayStation used to do back then. So it doesn't surprise me with this cloud stuff right now with the PlayStation Portal. You don't even need a PlayStation 5. That shit, I'm sure that shit will get better as time goes on. And when it comes to the cross-buy, if they do the PC stuff, that is definitely something that I can see PlayStation doing. Now, when people say, PlayStation would never do that, bitch! PlayStation would never put the games on PC. Bitch! It's only live service games going day and day to PC. Bitch! It's only live service games coming to Xbox. Bitch! You get what I'm trying to say. We all done this shit. We all talk that shit, but shit changes. Business changes. Options, options. You know, Guy, I'm shocked. That's the beauty about it. How many times have we talked about Xbox giving us option when it comes to the console, the PC, cloud gaming, cross buy, play anywhere titles, Game Pass, all of these options. Then on top of that, they're giving us play games on the Fire Stick, handhelds, and all that shit. These options are great. That's what we want. But cross buy is one of them options that. Come on, man. How can he deny that shit? How can he deny that shit? How can the media or people downplay that shit? That cross. What's going on, King Ken? Trisket. PlayStation is going to be doing day one PC games. You know, Trisket, I believe if they have their own PC launcher, that is a very good possibility when it comes to the single player games. Now, the multiplayer games, live service games, I believe them are all LB on PC and Xbox, I believe. That's what they'll target. Because obviously you want the most more people playing that shit day one when it comes to that. So when it comes to the single player games, the only way I can see them doing it, because you know PlayStation is a bitch, and they only can do certain shit on their own pace because of the money. They'll do their own PC launcher at best. Now, since talking about PC launcher, let me pull up this. I'll pull up another PlayStation fanboy. So I'm not gonna pull up Xbox fanboys tweets today. I'm gonna pull up PlayStation fanboys tweets today. Because obviously, you know, them are the PlayStation gamers. They are the nation of the whores. You know that. Nick Marcel. He goes, I can already see PlayStation opening its own storefront on PC, and that's how they're gonna introduce day and date with cross buy. Let me repeat that once more from a PlayStation hardcore fanboy who kisses PlayStation. Sorry, who kisses a PlayStation console. So I'm telling you, this guy is a PlayStation dude. I can already see PlayStation opening its own PC storefront, and that's how they're gonna introduce day and date with cross buy. And he follow up and he goes, it's not gonna work. They'll just get the Steam fanboys more outrage. PlayStation wants all of that bread. PlayStation doesn't want to give away 30%. On the PC side, they want to get that bread. 100%. If they're gonna do this cross-buy, PC storefront, all of that shit, it makes sense to me. Now I know some of the ponies gonna be like, "Hey, man, we're selling 85 million consoles by place." Bitch, it doesn't matter what you. It doesn't matter about that shit. The gaming industry is changing. Now I know you keep saying, "Oh, it's only Xbox is changing." Shit. When Xbox is ahead of the curve and trying to do certain shit, PlayStation and Nintendo will do the same shit. And we'll talk about the Nintendo stuff as well. We're gonna talk about that stuff as well. Nintendo's out there breaking records right now. And they're saying some shit that maybe some of the fanboys may not like. But the biggest... What's going on, Joey? Looney Boy, what's going on, G? But when it comes to the PC stuff, what do you reckon, guys? Do you reckon it's going to be a PC storefront? And that's when the day and day cross-buy games will launch? And they want to keep 100%? You reckon that's what they're going to try to target? Let me know. Because that's the move. I can see PlayStation do some shit like that, though. That's a PlayStation move. You know, trying to make their own shit. Take all of the profit, money. And I can see PlayStation doing that stuff. Interesting. Now, I know some people like Grizzly. I know you won't rock out with the PlayStation storefront. But I believe that's an option for them dudes. I mean, come on. Of course they will. Of course they're gonna... The PlayStation Cloud. Woo! Woo! Joey goes 100%, and that's how they're gonna block the Xbox games from getting their games on hybrid. You know, that's a good point. That might be a good point. That might be well. The only thing I can see is Joey is I know they're saying Jazz was saying it's a full Windows, but underneath the layer with a console-like experience. So that's I like to see what it can do. There's always ways around it, you know that. If it is a full Windows experience underneath, you could play, you could do something. But I get what you're trying to say. That kind of makes sense to me. Is that what they're going to be working on? Trying to make sure their own PC storefront is there, so you can't get the bread. Because I believe, really do believe that PlayStation might launch it day and day in their own PlayStation store, and then maybe 9 months, 12 months down the line, they might let's put it on Epic as well. I mean Steam. That might be an option. You know how they do it right now? Drop out games on the PlayStation 5 when it comes to the single player games, and then around about 12 to 15 months, let's go. Let's drop a single player game on Steam. They might do the same shit with the PC launcher as well. So drop it on the PlayStation 5, drop it in the PC launcher, a PlayStation PC launcher if that's the way they're gonna go. And then maybe around about 9 to 12 months, put it on Steam and Epic or some shit like that. You know, the Play Anywhere shit is hilarious, bro. That shit's hilarious, though. But we'll see how it all plays out for us. We'll see how it all plays out. What's going on anyway? Hope you well, homie. Hollis, why they won't pull games? That's what I'm talking about. They won't pull games off Steam, though. Them are facts. If they are gonna go with this PlayStation PC stuff, you know what's funny about this shit, though? Let me just look at one more stuff. Let me pull up one more stuff. 1 second. Where are we now? The PC stuff. Let me pull it. What's going on, homies? Soy Time Mang, Reza Ultra. What's going on, G? Now this dude here, he said, I didn't think this and Zubitech post will go viral. So the screen is real. The symbols are present on PlayStation 5, but not the dog shit PlayStation 4. The symbols are official Sony fonts, yeah? So let's see. So he said this shit's real when people said it was fake. I'm gonna pause that shit there. I'm gonna pause it there. Let me play the full video. 1 second. Is this guy typing in the what? Is this guy full of shit? Or information? Or is this guy full of shit? I think this guy's full of shit. But we're still gonna run with that shit. Yeah, to me that looks fake. And it's funny though, like Zuby Tech is trying to source this stuff as well. That's the funniest shit about this. Let's see if there's any more. Let's see. But that's the funny thing. When I see shit like on Zubitech quote sourcing it, and this guy's trying to do that shit, what the fuck is this shit? Are they that desperate to do that shit? Now, the reason I want to bring up Zubitech for, because he was sourcing this dude, quote sourcing this dude. It looks like B Money made that shit. Now, the biggest focus I'm going to talk about is the cloud gaming stuff as well. But before I get to that, if PlayStation does do cross-buy, PC storefront, all of that bullshit, you know what the pony's narrative is going to be, guys? I'll give you a minute. I've got a picture. Do you know what the pony narrative is going to be? If the cross-buy PC bullshit happens, I'll give you a minute before I answer. Where are we now? Nope. That's one thing. I'll tell you what. Here we go. Do you see this shit, yeah? Look at this shit. Since the guys are talking that shit, Zubitech, since the guys are talking that shit and said Xbox was doing this, Xbox was doing that, look at this shit. This is the narrative they're going to be running with. Well, PlayStation did it first with PlayStation 3 and PSP cross-buy. That's the shit they're going to do. I'm telling you right now, that is the shit they're going to pull up right now. Cross-buy was the PlayStation did cross-buy in the PlayStation 3 era. Come on. That's the type of shit they're gonna do. And that's what Pony's gonna run with. Well, PlayStation did it first. You what the fuckers haven't been talking about this? You not even talked about this shit. Now all of a sudden PlayStation did it first. I don't know if that's AI or not, but who gives a fuck? That's what they're running with right now. Only a few, I believe, yeah. But that's not the point. You know, New R 360 go copying Xbox, no way. And Zubitech replied back to him with this shit. PlayStation All-Star. Nah, who gives a fuck about this game? I'm talking about as a cross-buy game. P-Rock's out there. I'm gonna go to Nintendo. Really? That's where we are right now. That's the funniest shit though. That's the funniest shit with that cross-buy. All of a sudden PlayStation did it first. And that's how they're gonna run with that shit. They will be running with that stuff right now. But the cloud gaming aspect, you know, me and I've talked about the cloud. I believe it's a great option right now. Like with most of the games, it's not always going to be perfect, but you can see it in the next 5-10 years. It's going to be awesome. And what they're doing right now, you don't even need the console, the PlayStation stuff. Play your games, select titles. That's going to be dope, and that's going to take it even further. Now, we have talked about like PlayStation can't move like that the way Xbox can move. And that's the big key difference. Xbox can jump like 10-15 steps ahead when it comes to the cloud, putting money, investment, all of that stuff, where PlayStation's got to take baby steps in that department. Console sales, all that, fantastic. But when it comes to that stuff, pushing beyond the boundaries, cloud, well, this PC storefront, if it's legit or not, all of that stuff is taking time for them guys. And that's what's going to happen in the future. When PlayStation does decide to do maybe PC the storefront with day and day, I wonder what is the narrative is going to be then. Kenneth goes, they will already rewrite history with that. Yeah, they will rewrite that shit, history and that. Yeah, man. They don't have the capacity. Xbox about to be the Netflix of gaming. Yeah, it's taking time, bro. You know what? I'll tell you what. Xbox has been pushing that shit, though. They've been pushing that shit. Honestly. Now, before I continue, I want to talk about Nintendo for a second. 1 second. About them lot. Let me talk about them POSs for a second. Where are we now? 34. Oh man, what's going on, Jay? What up, Sapo? What's going on? Now we know with the Xbox push, play games anywhere, all of that shit. Let's break it down and let's talk about this part here. You know. And this is what when we talk about the Xbox play anywhere, play like what Sartin Nadella and these guys are talking about, play anytime. You know, Nintendo Switch 2, you know, when it comes to this part, which is highlighted, shout out to Joey for that. The biggest key experience is being able to play anytime, anywhere, with anyone. We know this is a hybrid bitch. Handel. But is when they use wording like that, play anytime, play anywhere, with anyone, you know they want to expand as well. I remember 1 gig with memory card used to be 1 gig, bro. Shit. And this is the big boys are talking about this. You got PlayStation do the cloud stuff, putting the games in more places, PC. Nintendo wants to push it as well. That's what they need to do. And it's funny when Sarah Bond says it, Phil Spencer say it, and maybe some Sony ex execs talk about it as well. It's like they don't say nothing about this. They stay quiet. Maybe because obviously the console's selling good as well. But I'm sure these shareholders and the big boys want to push beyond that shit. And that's what they're talking about. When I think Sean Layden talked about it, Reggie Fils-Aimé talked about you fighting with TikTok and YouTube shorts and all that stuff. I understand what they're talking about when it comes to that stuff because people are just like wasting hours sometimes. They spend a lot of time on their phones where they rather see them play certain games on a mobile phone or cloud gaming, handheld, console, PC, whatever you want to call it. So they're trying to attack that shit. But it's interesting to see what Nintendo's talking about as well. Playtime, play anywhere, and all that stuff. That's what's interesting about this stuff, guys. What's this Joy side? What's this shit here? Man, there's so much fucking advertisement for Xbox. What they doing? Xboxer and all that stuff. That's where we are right now. Okay, Angel, what's going on, homie? What's going on, G? Hope you well. You know what's funny about the Nintendo stuff? I said a pony, guys. Look at this shit. Now we know Nintendo games they sell. We know they sell. But I said a pony. Look at this pony here, guys. So this is a Nintendo guy talking about on a single platform, no PC, no Xbox, and no PlayStation needed. Super Mario Galaxy will be the first 3D platformer to sell over 30 million units, guys, which is impressive. Yeah? Which, do you know what? Numbers don't lie. That is impressive, 30 million, units. That's awesome. The game is a good game as well. I completed that game. It was a good game. But what's funny about this, when this person is talking about on one single platform, you got the one and only, this dumbass here, Tripster. Tripster goes one single platform, no PC, no Nintendo, no Xbox needed. Astro Playroom. He's talking about Astro Playroom has sold 75 million copies sold. Like, come on, guys. What the fuck are we gonna do? What are you talking about? Dude is talking about Astro Play. Isn't this game built in? Isn't this game a demo or some shit? On the PlayStation 5? Make it make sense. I don't understand these ponies. What's going on, Paris? What's good, G? Hope you well. All these PlayStation fanboys, I believe they're just sore losers on top of that as well, but they can't take it. Nintendo games, they sell. Zelda, Mario Kart, all of that bullshit, it sells. The games are like $50 to $100 million. Shit sells in the 50s, 40s, 20s, all day, every day. Super Mario will be the first one. But ponies, Tripster, out of nowhere, comes with Astro Playroom. Come on. It sold 75 million copies. It's a demo. You don't buy the shit, it's part of that dog shit PlayStation install. Pre-installed. That's the shit. You can't make this shit up. And you know what? He's not the only one. There's one more. I believe there's one more. Have I got one more? I'm sure I got one more. 1 second, guys. Oh, it's Tripster. bro, it's stripped. Oh, this guy, man. What's wrong with this dude? You know what's crazy? That's the shit. This is something what Chris Hart would do. Chris Hart would say some dumb shit like this and claim these are sales. And this is the packed in game. Come on, stop it. And I got another one as well. Look at this shit. Tripster once again. He said, let me show his name so he can see this shit. There we go. Then he can see this shit. Looks like PlayStation 5 is going to beat the Switch 2 in its first year sales. Sales are irrelevant to me, but I'm just posting this because Nintendo Fanboys has been cheating sales this whole time as if it matters to their personal gaming experience. Okay, the PlayStation 5 sold 17.3 million in its first year, within like 10, 11 months. The Nintendo Switch just launched in June. Nintendo Switch launched in June. It's been what, 4 months? 4 months and it's done what, 10 plus million? Yo, is this dude? Is this stupid or something? What's wrong with this dude? Nintendo Switch it launched in June, and you're trying to compare it to first year sales? I'm sure the ponies are roast. Let me check this shit out. Let's see the comment section. So as of right now, Nintendo Switch 2 has sold over 10.3 million units. You know, that's the target, guys. Look at that. Mario Kart World's done 10 million. Damn. That attach rate is crazy, bro. I know it was packed in as well, but shit. Mario Kart World has done nearly 10 million sales. Damn. Let me zoom into that shit so you can see it. 10 million. Shit. You can't mess with that shit. But let's look at some of the pony comments. Or PlayStation. Oh shit. Broke boy's talking that shit. He goes, you sure? We aren't done yet with the first year sales of Switch 2. It came out in June, so we still got until June 26 to beat it. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Broke boy's talking that shit. He goes, sales are irrelevant to me. Then proceeds to post sales. Yeah, you ain't lying about that, Playboy. You ain't lying about that. Oh shit. Grand opening. Grand closing. Oh shit. We had King Pony himself came out and said, yo, Tripster, stop being a dumb bitch. The numbers are not aligned. PlayStation 5, 2020 November to September 21, 10 months. Switch 2, June 2025 to September in 3 months, guys. That's how dumb this dude is. I believe the Tripster must have believed, like, he must have thought, yo, Nintendo Switch 2's been out for a year or some shit. We can't make this shit up anymore. Honestly. P-Rock, yo, he talking that shit. 10 million sales in 4 months. Man, see, they all roasting him. Yo, Tripster, just delete the post. Just delete Tripster, just delete the post. You're coming up with some wild shit. Honestly, when it comes to I don't get you. You're coming up with some wild shit, man. Calm down, Playboy. That's crazy to me. What's this shit? 1 second. Let me remove this here. But it's interesting. What's this stuff here? See, you know when we're talking about the cloud stuff, what's going on, Abdul? No, Abdul, I had to start early today, bro. I had to start early because I gotta get away with this shit. What's going on, Primus Gaming? What's going on, G? Kenneth, what's up? Silent Cypher, what's going on, G? Look, Nintendo Switch 2, the powerhouse brand. Listen, picking the kids up from the school. You know, the friends of a family friend of ours as well. All the kids, guys, listen, it's just a powerhouse brand. Nintendo or PlayStation, it's just a powerhouse brand. It's as simple as that. I remember, like, let me just write a time. Let me put a timestamp for this shit. You know, who did I talk to about this? I can't remember now. You know, as a kid growing up, when you seen the, you know, from the Sega Master System and Nintendo, all that bullshit, going up to the PlayStation 1, I remember the PlayStation 1, and that was a powerhouse of a console. I'm talking about like people in my community, London, Europe, and all that. I'm just talking about them areas at the time when we were in the part of the EU. PlayStation 1, guys, when games were 19, this is going back to the PlayStation 1, when games were 19.99 or 29.99, depending on what type of game it was, the PlayStation 1 could be modified. Now, some of you guys are younger, some of you guys older might have done this stuff, but I just want to talk about the upbringing for the PlayStation, why it's such a powerhouse of a console. When it comes to, let me get this chat. Web Day, what's going on, G? With the two. Talk that shit, Sean. Ponies have nothing doors, POSs. Talk that shit, homie. Shout out to Web Day. What's going on, homie? Hope you well. Now, I'm talking about the PlayStation stuff. Modified PlayStation 1. It may come on, I know you know about this. I'm sure you might be a bit younger than me, but I'm sure you remember this stuff. But some of the guys who's older, they know this shit. I remember the PlayStation 1, when it was modified, instead of paying $19.99 and $29.99, you could get games for between $3 to $4.99. Falk, you will know this, between $3 to $4.99, depending on what game it was. Some might have been a bit higher if it was the big boy games. So now remember, guys, PlayStation 1 sold what, about 100 million consoles. Yeah, it was normal buying games back then. That's what I'm talking about. Falk, you's from the UK, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Back then, in the PlayStation 1 time. When it comes to that, it was modifying stuff. $2.99 or $4.99, £5. That's what you used to call it. Then when you move to the PlayStation 2, which was a juggernaut overall, and you know what was crazy though? Because a lot of people have that memory that, PlayStation 1, it was an epic time. I used to play all of these games. Games was cheap, costing me, between £3 to £5. It was crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. That time. That's what people remember. Games like that. Like Nintendo games were expensive because of the cartridge. That's a different ball game, but CDs and DVDs were much cheaper than cartridge. So when the PS2 came out, dominated it, awesome and that. I didn't really rock out with the PlayStation 2 like that. I'm into the Xbox gen as well. But when it came to the Xbox 360, now when the Xbox 360 launched, how old was I? I was 18. I was 19 at the time. When it was around about 07, around about 07, around about 07, I would say. That's when I believe you could modify 07 or 08 around that time. That's when I got my Xbox 360 modified. And the crazy thing about that, at that time later on, I learned how to burn my own games. I learned how to do that shit using the Philips DVD 4.7 gig dual layer disc. All of that shit, stealth patch, all of that stuff, the right DVD tray as well. I learned how to do that shit. And the reason why I bring this story up, now when I bring up the PlayStation 1 gen, I'm talking about everybody's upbringing. They just remember the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2. I know it's automatically they will want to get the PlayStation 3, but it was expensive at the time until that bitch got a slim model down. So imagine this, guys. My cousin, the boys, all of them, most of them are PlayStation fans, getting the PlayStation 3. I was telling these dudes, listen, get yourself an Xbox or buy an Xbox as a side console. If you want to play your main games, whatever, fair plays, but as a side console, get your Xbox, get it modified, and motherfucker, I'll give you the games. I won't even charge you full price. You just pay for the DVD. You just pay for the DVD, guys. The DVD was like what, 99 pence, $1. Don't worry about it, cause I got you boxed. Get yourself an Xbox 360, get it modified, and I'll give you the games for free. Any games you want, I'll sort it out, bro. I'll download the bitch, I'll burn it, and here you go. I'll only charge you for the DVD price. Guess what? Then POS system, no, I can't. It's I don't like the controller. PlayStation, no, we've grown up with PlayStation. I'm just too used to PlayStation. Bear in mind, we were still in the early 20s. Imagine giving away free games back then. And motherfuckers still wouldn't bounce. That's when I knew 100% this shit ain't gonna be moving like that. Imagine me giving you free games basically. That shit didn't even move you back then. I'm talking about 07, 08, 09, 010 till the end of fucking 2013, guys. Imagine that shit. And that's still, imagine your boys, your homies, your cousins. Don't worry about it, guys. I'll look after you. You don't need to pay, £50, $49.99 or something. Don't worry about it, guys. Nope. They were just too used to the PlayStation. The controller, I prefer the PlayStation. We've grown up with the PlayStation. The controller, I'm just too used to the controller. And I knew then, bro. It wasn't gonna happen. People just won't move because they got that memory. Now the games we were playing, the same shit. Call of Duties, the FIFAs. Them were the big boy games back then. The Battlefields and all that shit. The big boy games. But that didn't move them. I'm telling the homies and cousins, don't worry about it, guys. You don't need to spend £50, $49.99 or $39.99 depending on the game. You want a game? Boom. I got that shit covered for you. That still didn't move them. And that's when bro, the brand, the brand is too powerful. People are just stuck in the old ways. They just won't move away from it. They're just too used to the controller, the memories from the PlayStation 1. And that's what it is, guys. Some people just won't move away. Just the same with us, guys. We from the Sega Master System. Now we've been OG Xbox. I was the OG Xbox guy when it became available. Well, it launched in UK in 2002 for the UK guys. And I was there within the launch year, as soon as the Sega Dreamcast was done and dusted. And it's the same with us, guys. We just love the Xbox brand. That's what it is for us. Regardless of some of the decisions they're making we don't like, but that's the type of fans we are. But it's crazy to me, back then they wouldn't even budge back then. And they didn't even have money like that. Wasn't even working properly. Wasn't even working like that. That's the difference, bro. That's the crazy thing about this. Some people just can't move away from it because it's what they know. It's what they're familiar with. And it is what it is. Sometimes you just can't move the needle. Now you need a company like Nintendo or PlayStation. They need to fuck up big time to make people think about big time they need to mess up now. Especially with the library you got now, the digital library, the ecosystem, and the way you build your friendships, bro. It's a totally different ball game right now. But back then, new generations, you still had a chance then because you were leaving old gen behind. You were moving to the new gen. It's crazy, bro. They wouldn't even move back then when I was offering cheap games because they were too used to the PlayStation and the controller. Wild, bro. I remember the Xbox 360 I played. I believe I had about 3-4 accounts. I had my own Sean 786, but when we were starting banning people, I kind of pulled away from that one a bit. Then you could do the stealth patches, all that stuff, but I played it safe. I had about 3-4 accounts. I had must have completed around about 250 games, I would say. I'm played about 350 games, played about that much games. In a pouch, you know how you have a DVD pouch? And that's how many games I burnt, guys. Games, £1, that's what they were costing me. £1, that's all it was to burn a game. If I didn't like the game, who gives a shit? Crazy times, bro. And I couldn't even move them back then. Adidas 20 with the 2, what's going on, G? Oh shit, you early heading to work. Yeah, I gotta go early as well, that's what it is. It's bummy night. 4Q knows about that. The homies know about that. 4Q, I know, because you know exactly what I'm talking about. You'll understand it better. Because, you know, we kind of similar. I think we're similar age. Can't remember. But you understand what I'm talking about. We were doing that shit. Well, we're still doing that shit right now. With the PC side of it sometimes. But yeah, man, shout out to you, homies. What's going on, guys? Shout out to the 167. Hope you guys are good. Bro, I tell you what, that Bowl X Pit, that game is... that game is fire, bro. That game is fire. I didn't expect it to be that good because the levels in that game, the way you increase your characters and gameplay mechanics and some of the power-ups, I don't know if you guys have played it, Bowl XP. As you get on, as you go more and more deeper, you can take 2 characters with you and go kick some ass. Add more item slots so you be more powerful. Shit's good. I'm gonna complete that game, 100%. I'll probably have it done by next week or something. Abdul goes, my X is finally coming delivered tomorrow, bro. You're gonna have a lot of fun with that shit. It's a dope ass device, guys. I didn't expect it. It's a perfect. You know what? It's a perfect game. Not like games like Bolex Pay, Prince of Persia, and them are the perfect games, you know. But Bolex Pay is a perfect game, man. You just play it. It's awesome, bro. The mechanics are dope, yeah, 100%. I'm on the second to last level now, Silent Cypher. Second to last level. And I've unlocked about maybe 14, 15 characters, maybe, I'm thinking. I can't remember. But dope shit, but Bolex, I think I put about 15, 17 hours into that shit so far. Shit's fire, bro. Shit is good. Give me 1 second. I want to see something. Something popped up. 1 second. I see this shit. Has something popped up? No. There we are, yeah, guys. What's going on? Half-Life, yeah? Yeah, the second characters, you can go with 2 characters. You can add item slots, bro. The shit's fire, bro. The shit's good. I was wrong about it. What kind of score? Is it on the console as well? Or is it only on the PC side of it? Let me know. And what score did it get? General Spartan, good shit, bro. Good shit. Yo, I've not even really got past that first part of Outer Worlds because I've been playing that shit. I've been playing fucking Bolex Pit, man. Antonio goes, Sean, do you intend to keep the White Ally X, White Ally, or upgrade to the X model later? Greetings from Panama. What's going on, Playboy? That must be one of the homies from the Panama 7, Joy's boy. I would say this, for me, the Ally is a perfect device for me right now. The games I'm playing, is perfect for me. Now, in the future, if a new one comes out, if it's more powerful, then that's Joey cousin. I would say yes, I probably will upgrade in the future. But I'm really happy with it right now. The games I'm playing right now, listen. On the Windows side of it, I got Kronos, I forgot what the hell is it called. And Miles Morales, I downloaded that shit. Sorry, I mean I purchased this shit. I'm a right fuck you. You know what I mean? And the game they run good. Now with the X, you guys are gonna be even more powerful. So I'm hoping in the future, I'm taking around about 2-3 years down the line, the new Dawn, yeah. I reckon they're gonna be really good, these handhelds. I believe the Ally X is superb right now. But I reckon they're about like 2-3 years away to become like more perfect. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think become a perfect device, a handheld. I really do believe in about 2 to 3 years' time, I can see the allies, man, being. Honestly, I just can see it. The only thing I can see, guys, like, for example, just gonna debate it, that's the ally. Listen, I think the way it is right now is really good. It feels good on the hand. I would say the screen, maybe go for a larger screen, OLED if you want to go that way. Better chipset in the future. And the buttons, the only thing I would say, the buttons are clicky for 100%. The buttons make a lot of sound, so at night time, if your wife is sleeping or something, and you're playing some sort of like Ninja Gaiden, it makes too much noise. So if they can like reduce that in the future, real talk, 2 to 3 years time, I can see the UI be much better, the Xbox UI, and the potential is there for handhelds. Honestly, definite. And obviously, you look at some of the homies got the Ally X. So I probably will upgrade in maybe like 2 to 3 years time. If the new Ally X2 or something comes out, then I'll definitely consider the X then. I'm still playing it right now, but the main game that's been taken over is the Bolex Pay. And the beauty about this, guys, when you're playing cloud gaming, let me make this I like cloud gaming stuff as well. You know the beauty about this, some of you guys might not experience this. When you play cloud gaming, or like cloud gaming for example, you can put that shit on 6 watt. The low power mode, for example. Keep your brightness up, low power mode, so that shit it can last for like 4 or 5 hours clean. Now I'm sure the Ally X will do even better probably. 3 to 4 hours like for the Ally, maybe 4 to 5 for the Ally X. That's the beauty about this. So like so the Ally, see, you talk about 720p 30 to 40 FPS. Definitely play around with the settings. So you can put it on 900p, put the resolution, I think on AMD resolution, all of that stuff. And you can get up to like 55 FPS. But I understand what you're talking about. Between 30 to 45 FPS. Put frame gen on, put all of that shit on. Play around with it. And honestly, like what Silent Cypher was saying, it makes a big difference. Why so serious with the 5? Sean, are you saying, Sean, are you staying on the street corners to upgrade to the Ally X? No. No, I'm not upgrading to the Ally X. Whenever the new one comes out in the future, I'll consider it then. Check out Luna. Yeah, I'm a Prime member as well. I'll check you out. See, that's the beauty about this. The handheld, I was skeptical on it because of my work, because I won't be able to use it. I've been using it at home, especially when I go to bed and when I'm putting one of the kids to sleep. But Bolex Pit's been a perfect game for me. Perfect game for me. Now, if I were playing something that's like really fast paced or something, then it might make too much noise. And obviously, the kids might wake up or something whilst I'm putting them to sleep. But overall, it's been a good experience. Honestly, Sir Riffler, you will not be disappointed if you're playing it as your side bitch. You will not be disappointed with it. Now, if you want to play the big demanding games that you want that raw power, and you want to do some dodgy stuff as well, I say try to go for the X. If you're gonna play like that. Now, if you ain't gonna play like that, then maybe the Ally might be the right option for you, bro. But so far, I've had a great experience with the cloud stuff, which is dope. Obviously, PlayStation's pushing the cloud as well. All of these companies are pushing the cloud. Thomas goes, you're saying Bolex Pit. What game is this? So Bolex Pit is like, if you ever played Vampire Survivors, but imagine Vampire Survivors, but even better than that shit. The game looks great. You're breaking down enemy tiles, building your characters, leveling up, you're farming, building the power weapons up, harvesting and all of that crazy shit. Getting to the bosses, collecting scrolls and finding characters, unlocking characters, you know, sending certain characters on missions. Well, you don't need sending certain characters on missions so that they can collect gold. It depends how you build up your plot, basically, your house, your land, basically. And it's much better than Vampire Survivors. Survivors was dope, but listen to me, I'm surprised how good this game is. And it just gets better and better. And you can do slow mode, you can do fast mode as well. Because when it gets a bit hectic, you can slow it down a bit and try to survive as much as you can, collecting coins, gems, and build up your character. And the power weapons, the way the power weapons keeps like evolving and evolving and evolving, it's amazing, bro. And sometimes you'll do a certain power move that it hurts you. You do, oh shit, yeah, because you're hitting certain enemies, it's taking away your energy. So it's amazing, guys. There's certain weapons and certain power moves and balls. Amazing. Definitely check it. If you guys have played Vampire Survivors, Brotato, and all them type of games, Bolex Pit is the perfect game for you. Honestly, I'm on like the second to last level right now, and you're gonna collect certain cog gears with different characters to get to the next level, and undiscover items, find characters. So when you find certain characters for certain bases, so you can upgrade your level for the next level, like to get better for the next stage. That shit's amazing, bro. Check it out. I wonder how Arc Raiders runs on Ally X. I believe it runs decent, bro. Because I played some of the games right now. You're gonna be pushing 30 to 45 FPS, and you can put the frame all that bullshit on. Definitely check. So is Bolex Pit, is that available on Xbox, or was it a PC game only? Let me know. Cause I've just played it on fucking the handheld. Honestly, I've just played it on the handheld. And it's a perfect game for that shit. Yeah, but the cloud stuff, guys, listen to me. Forza and some of these games are looking great right now. And I'm not surprised when PlayStation is doing the cloud stuff as well. That doesn't surprise me one bit. Because I can see the experience so far has been really good so far with the cloud stuff. So PlayStation doing that shit doesn't surprise me, guys. And you know, Xbox has been doing that shit for a long time as well. You know, pushing that boundary. That's dope. Then definitely check it out, guys. Once you get past certain characters, you love it. Yeah, Gambino, I've not played it on the Xbox yet. I've just been playing it in handheld mode, and it's perfect, bro. Absolutely perfect. You know, the cloud stuff, guys, listen to me. Don't sleep on it. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Silent Sapphire does love Ball Pit. You know, he loves, you know, I'll leave it as that. Abdul, did your ally come with 3 months? I think it did, but I didn't claim it. Well, I couldn't claim it because I was stuck anyway. I think it did come with something, bro. I might be wrong. It doesn't matter to me because I'm stuck anyway. Yeah, 12 first party games. Like, it's crazy. You got Outer Worlds 2, Ninja Gaiden, then you got the Bolex Pit as well on top of that. You got Call of Duty coming next week or some shit. Man, it's so my target is to finish Bolex Pit and then be ready for COD, bro. Then I'll need to get back on Outer Worlds. I want to play Outer Worlds. I want to definitely check it out if I like it or not. But yeah, cloud gaming, like, I know me and Dale always talk about it, and it's getting better and better. So I think that's gonna play a big part in the next few years without downloading the game. So your handheld will get even better. Now, when you talk about like certain games, it's gonna be like your native experience. Like Jez were talking about, when it comes to Witcher, 60 FPS, that shit feels native. You don't even need to download the game. You don't even need to use the full power of the device. So when you're saying, 2 hours, I only can get 2 hours of battery or something like with a game that's downloaded, a high-powered game. Cloud gaming, low power mode, that shit could take you to 4 to 5 hours. Imagine 5 hours of playing 5 hours of a AAA game on cloud. Trust me, it's gonna get that, guys. I'm glad like Xbox has been pushing it. Amazon's been trying to push it. GeForce Now is pushing it as well. Obviously, right up there. You got PlayStation pushing it as well. It's good. I like to see this company push it forward. Cloud, they need to push it. It's all about that competition, and that's the whole point of it. You know, Thomas Preston, the beauty about there's nothing wrong with getting a Rogue Ally. Nothing wrong with it. It's just the design of the Xbox Rogue Ally. Really good. Feels like an Xbox controller, basically. Speakers are awesome as well. Really good speakers on it. I'm surprised. Really good speakers on it. So, definitely something to consider in the future, guys. If you are looking for something. And in the future, when the new one comes out, with a better chip, better design, all of that shit. Sure, you're not getting the Switch 2? Abdul. This is my Switch 2, bitch. This is my Switch 2. Look right here, ho. I'm gonna make sure I need to do some research. I'm gonna have Mario Kart 8 on this Mario Kart World, whatever you wanna call that shit. I'm gonna check it out. This is my Switch 2 now. Punk. Hey, do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny though? 1 second. You know what's funny? Yeah, bro. Yeah. There we go. Don't worry about it. I think that's become my Switch 2 now, guys. Jay, remember what's going on, homie? What's good? Hope you well. The Black John goes, I might look into getting an open box Ally. I would reckon, so this is what I'll say to you. If you're going for the previous Ally, yeah, bro, I do clean it, bro. Listen, it's because I pick it. Do you know what it is, bro? It's because I pick it up like this. I always pick it up like this. That's what it is. I always pick it up like that. No, man, I'm picking it from behind here. I always pick it up so you always get smudge marks on it. That's my bad. Because that's how I pick it up, bro. I don't pick it from the corner. I pick it from the screen. Thomas Preston, they got a black one as well. I don't know if they do the black Ally X, but I would say this: if you're going for the old Ally, get the proper one. Get the Z1 Extreme. Yeah, what Abdul said. Get the Extreme model then. Definitely get that one. You know, that's what it is. It wasn't even lending the games. The games would have been his. I need to get that. I'll see Ilvophobic screen protector. I'll take a look then. I'm still waiting for my case to come. My case is like 2 weeks away or some shit. At least I put it into a case, then at least it'll be safe. Well, it's not that the kids have not been messing about with this shit, but anyway, guys, I need to go. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. 4Qs. Remember the 5th of November, guys. Remember that shit, 4Q. So I'm gonna go do a bonfire night. Get marshmallows, Skittles, pizzas, light a fire, and cause some havoc. I ordered that shit on fucking Amazon. Send me the link for the screen protector. Send me the link for the screen protector. Pelham in the build. Pelham, what's going on, Playboy? Pelham's out here. Yo, Pelham, listen to me, bro. I got a new game. And that new game is on my Rogue Ally. It's this game here, guys. You want to see this shit, Pelham?
Sorry ass DJ.
Ooh, that's the new game I'm playing on my Ally.
Sorry ass DJ.
That's my next game I'm gonna play. Forget Outer Worlds 2. Forget about Ninja Gaiden. Forget about Call of Duty. Forget about all of that shit. That is the game I'm playing right now. My second game I'm gonna play after that is this one here. Look at this shit. This is running on my Xbox Ally right now. 60 FPS, 1440, 1080i. That's the type of shit I'm gonna be doing right now. Woo! Shout out to my Ally sorry. Pelum Simulator. Everybody loves simulator games. Woo! Talk that shit. Let me close you out with this super chat. Whatever. Hey yo, who's that? I'm the good ninja guy chair for. Hey yo, you ain't shit, Abdul. You ain't shit. And the guy talking about 1080i, Mr. Griggity, with the fire, what's going on, G? Xbox Rog Ally X is dope. My wife, fiance, had a doctor's appointment this morning. I was in the car playing keeper. Also, F the nasty ass ponies. Talk that shit, playboy. Talk that shit. Your shit's awesome, bro. Hey yo, Auto Wheels 2. Hey yo, you guys are nasty. Hey yo, you guys are nasty. I gotta get going, bro. South of mid chair. Oh shit. Oh shit. Man, this is a funny shit. South of mid chair. Come on, bro. What we doing here? What we doing here? You guys are stupid. The Gambino sent me that in the DMs, bro. But anyway, I gotta go, guys. I'm gonna close out. I'm gonna go for a bonfire night and talk that shit. Hopefully, everybody's having a lot of fun. Guys, I'm out. Take care. Be safe. I gotta go. Love you guys, man. Catch you this Friday. The homie Radio should have a show tonight as well. Echo Chamber. Tomorrow's Darkman as well. And TTS Friday. We'll have a lot of fun, guys. In a bit. Where's this shit? Where's this shit? What can we do? We can do this one here.
Xbox. Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox. Game Pass. Keep adding games to my backlog. They say it got no games, man. Don't know what they saying. I just think they hating. Stuck on that PlayStation. Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox. It has 300 plus for only 15 bucks. Bug stacks, Hades, even Among Us. 120 frames on that psycho nuts. Got games, niche games like Cluster Truck. Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox. Game Pass. Keep adding games to my backlog. They say it got no games, man. Don't know what they saying. I just think they hating. Stuck on that PlayStation. Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox.